TAB award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball. And they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
Well, good evening from the Furnace tonight. Blackman High School. The Blaze are going to be taking on the Rockets from just a few miles up the road here at Rockvale. A District 8 rivalry. It's hard for me to say District 8. I can't get used to it, and it's going to, I don't know if it changes with all this new realignment or what, but Bill Hockenberry joins us. I think it's going to be like 9.
I think that's right, Brian.
Yeah.
It's weird. We're always District 7. It's always
I know.
Ingrained. It's just so weird to be 8.
Well, Smyrna and them are District 7. I remember the years when they were District 9. They were up with Gallatin and that bunch. But a lot has changed, and, of course, next year is a whole different can of worms, you know.
Yes.
Not having to go over Mount Eagle Mountain will be a nice change of pace for somebody.
It's a good path to Murphy Center.
Sure is. We've got a lot of fun here tonight with really 2 great basketball games. I really think these are probably the 2 best teams in District 8 in girls basketball. And when you talk about the boys game, you've got Blackman, Rockvale, with them losing to Siegel, you know, that maybe puts Siegel a little bit ahead, but I think it's going to be a tight race in boys especially.
Absolutely. You know, Brian, all 4 of these teams that are playing tonight, you know, are really having a chance to be at the top of the district when it's said and done. And I think tonight's going to be 2 really good battles, and it's going to be the team that take care of the basketball and execute the little things that are going to win the games tonight.
Well, it's really crazy to think, but we're getting close to the mid part of district play. It seems like we just started. But, in terms of these girls teams, Blackman is 15-2 and Rockvale 14-6 on the season, and you know they've definitely had some history, and you've been part of that. Played a couple of times last year. I think Rockvale has gotten closer and closer here now, and they're poised to make a run at it.
Absolutely, Brian. You know, when I was with the Rockvale girls, you know, this was a game we circled as a team we wanted to get to. You know, Blackman's been there and won a state title. Coach Grandstaff's taken them to the state tournament, I believe, 3 out of the last 4 years, and last year was in the sectional. So it's always good games. Rockvale and Blackman girls are just like the Oakland and Rockvale girls games. They're rivals, rivalry games, and you got to bring your game to win those games.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Tip-Off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And when we come back, we'll look at the other games that are going on tonight, more rival games, and the oldest rivalry in Rutherford County being played tonight. Well, yeah, I guess that would be right. We'll talk about that when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing, and though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Upgrade your home's comfort with Roscoe Brown & Carrier smart thermostats. Yep, they're smarter than me. Our cutting-edge technology learns your habits, adjusting your home's temperature for ultimate comfort, all while saving on energy costs. Experience the convenience of controlling your HVAC system. Just click of a button on your phone from anywhere at any time. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier, where modern comfort meets innovation. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. We're Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't, because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, carrying on the Lanning family tradition.
I'm passionate about it, and I have a lot of my dad in me, so I know that I have the same energy and mindset that he does.
It's the best barbecue you'll eat, the smoked chicken out of this world, and those loaded baked potatoes.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds. People ask us that all the time. Like, where do y'all get those potatoes from?
A quick meal feeding the whole family or catering, they can do it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back here for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue with quality, fresh, and ever frozen meats that they smoke the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits that makes your pork, beef, and chicken have the best flavor you can imagine. Plus, they have wings now at Rick's Barbecue, and the loaded baked potato, out of this world. If you're not a barbecue fan, have the smoked chicken. You'll thank me. The white sauce is great. And if you're thinking, I just want a little something different, the slaw dog. It's got the hot relish on there. Man, can't go wrong. From the pit to the plate, they are ready to feed your hungry family tonight on Warrior Drive, just off South Church Street. Other games going on tonight. Bill, Oakland is at Riverdale. And let's see. Riverdale boys beat Siegel. Siegel beat Rockvale. Oakland came within a point of beating Blackman. So, as you can see, it's in boys particularly, I think it could be anybody.
I think it's the way it is every night on the boys' side. You can't really get an idea going into a game what's going to happen. And it's whoever that night's going to make a couple extra plays, who wants it a little bit more. Those are the teams that are going to win. Like tonight's a rivalry game, and, Brian, we've seen that over all the years of seeing Oakland and Riverdale. You don't ever know. You throw the record out, and anything can happen tonight.
And, the Riverdale win, they were struggling. They needed a little, and Michael Voss's teams always seem to get better as they go along. And I think from 1 to 5, there's somebody that's pretty good that's going to be left out going to the region.
There really is, and specifically to Coach Voss. He's done a great job over the years at Riverdale. Coach Birdwell the same way. Both of those coaches have been in the state tournament and taking teams to the state tournament, so you know that they're going to be prepared and they're going to have their guys ready to go.
Well, the Smyrna Bulldogs are at Wilson Central, and their boys had a nice win over Lebanon the other night, and we'll see what happens with those games in District 7. And Eagleville tonight will be hosting Fayetteville. They did not play on Tuesday. That was their bye. First bye, and so they'll be hosting Fayetteville tonight. And the last several years, that matchup in boys has been for the district title.
Yes, listeners, if you can get out there tonight and if you want to watch a game, get out there and watch the Eagleville boys. I think they're ranked number 2 in the state right now, and every time they play Fayetteville, it is always going to go down to the end. It'll be a great atmosphere, and looking forward to seeing that result tonight.
Giles County is at Central Magnet, and Central trying to win their home games here. It's been tough on the road for them at times on the season. Middle Tennessee Christian School is at University School of Nashville tonight, and FRA is at PCA. And I had someone ask me, the best boys basketball in Rutherford County, and I would say District 8.
Yep.
I would say Eagleville, and I would say PCA.
Absolutely.
I would not be surprised if there's not a state champion or 2 in that mix. It could happen. You never know.
I think you never know until you see the brackets and the ball's got to bounce your way. But I think we have a real good shot at getting state titles from those group of teams.
That is your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. When we come back, starting lineups and the play-by-play story. It's Blackman, it's Rockvale, it's on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna tonight.
Did you know that participating in Murfreesboro Special Census could help bring more funding to our city? This is Mayor Shane McFarland. An accurate population count means more shared state revenue for things like road repairs, park improvements, and new sidewalks. It's quick and easy. Visit murfreesborocensus.com or look for a letter from the city with a prepaid return envelope.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Help Murfreesboro get its fair share. Visit murfreesborocensus.com, complete the special census today, and you could qualify for a $100 gift card.
part. At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here for the girls' game, State Farm Prep Sports on the Big G tonight and on Big G TV, presented by Turner Security and TechCore. You've got kind of what we call a locked-off shot tonight, but you can watch it on Big G TV. Our camera operator, high schooler, wanted to go enjoy a game, and how can you say no? So here are your starting lineups tonight in this one, brought to you by Winners Trophies, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Fans Heating and Air. For the Rockvale Lady Rockets of Perry Lyons, number 4, Jade Watson, sophomore guard. Number 24, Isabella Wright, a junior point guard. Number 25, Kalia Crawford, a junior center. Number 35, I think I mentioned that. Number 5, Cadence Thomas, a sophomore guard forward. And then number 10, Amaya Nash. She is a junior. So Watson, Wright, Crawford, Thomas, and Nash. And it will be the powder blue uniforms with white trim and royal blue numbers for the Lady Rockets. Now for the Lady Blaze of Blackman High School under Jennifer Grandstaff. Number 1, Lyric Maston, 5'7" senior guard. Number 25, Trinity Chisholm, a 5'6" senior forward. Number 5, Myra Herring, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 3, Sam Garner. She is a 5'5" freshman. And number 12, Layla Hall, a 5'10" freshman. So for Blackman, it's senior Maston, senior Chisholm, junior Herring, freshman Garner, freshman Hall. That's one thing about this team. She has definitely got some very talented youth.
She really does, Brian. The youngsters on this team are really beyond their years, and they've gotten a lot of really good experience playing some tough teams up to this point, and they're going to be ready for this battle tonight. Rockvale's going to give them a battle, and this is going to be a good test for both teams.
It's the home whites for the Lady Blaze with orange trim and what we would call kind of navy blue trim as well. Their colors are auburnish. And Rockvale is a mixture of North Carolina and Middle Tennessee State.
The uniforms, Brian, were supposed to be a tribute to the Lady Vols, the little blue, baby blue they have. That's what it was supposed to be for, and, it's kind of taken off over there.
It sure has. Well, the tip is going to be controlled by the Lady Rockets. They're moving from right to left. Nash tries to go baseline. They pull it back out. Now find Watson on the far side. Straight away. Now over right side to Nash. Nash tries to penetrate, cut off there. They kick it back out to right. Deep in the corner now, Watson near side. Watson, underhand flip over to Nash. Nash surveying, and a handoff to Wright. Wright a few dribbles, passing over right side to Thomas. Now Cadence finds a lane and scores. Nice patience there.
Nice drive right there and finish.
And bringing it up the floor here is Herring. Herring throws the ball out of bounds. The pass too high for Sam Garner over there. So Rockvale with a 2-0 lead. We've played almost a minute here. Watson has it here on the near side.
Lyric's got a sprained ankle or something right now.
Drive inside the lane and putting it in is Nash. And we have a timeout. And Coach Grandstaff is out to check, and so is the trainer. Didn't see exactly what happened there. It was away from where the ball was.
I think as Rockvale player was cutting, she tried to cut real hard. Lyric did, and the sprained, turned her ankle a little bit.
Man, those things can be aggravating.
They can be.
We don't know if that's something she's dealt with or what. So full court pressure here by Rockvale. Lady Blaze get it in and get it down the floor. Here's Herring, puts up a shot just outside of the lane. No good, but a rebound by Chisholm. Driving in is Hall. Hall too hard off the backboard. And Rockvale with the rebound. Down the floor is Watson. Watson drives, gets in the lane, puts it in, missed. Rebound, Chisholm for the Lady Blaze, and a whistle coming up the floor, and that's going to be a Thomas foul. Trying to check and see who they brought in. She's on the block, but she's kind of been over now, I think. No, that's Chisholm. We'll find her here in a second.
Right with the ball right there, 15.
That's right, that's Carrington Jackson. They work it over left side. Cutting baseline is Hall. Puts a shot up, and it's no good. Another rebound there by Chisholm. Chisholm to Garner. Tries a bounce pass in traffic. Does get it down there to Hall. Tries to back in and knocked away. Out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Crawford.
Good job of defending right there by Crawford on the inside, putting her hand straight up, not fouling.
Lyric has gone to the front of the bench. She's going to try to trot this off on the inbounds, and Hall puts it in. 4-2, Rockvale. We're just getting started here tonight. Right to Wade. Now in the corner.
Blackman looks like they're doing a sagging man, Brian. They're getting pressure on the ball, and everybody else there kind of really in help side, trying to take cutters away.
And they lob inside. The ball's going to be stolen away, and I do realize I combined Jade and Watson together to make Wade out of it. Right side. It's Jackson. Now back up top. They work it to Hall. Right side, Jackson. Now Garner has it. Tries to split a double team. Rockvale trying to contest every bounce and pass, and this one's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Rockvale. And Maston ready to check back in.
Just get a little quick treatment, Brian, getting her right back in the game.
Well, the Lady Blaze definitely need her on the floor. A very calming force, senior leadership. They get the ball in and find Chisholm. Now to Garner. Here's Maston. Maston's shot is away. It's short. Rebound, Watson with it. Jade pushing it up the floor. Going to keep it, take it all the way. Great no-look pass to Crawford, who puts it in.
Great find right there by Jade.
Rockvale pressing here, but Garner gets down the floor. Doesn't have the numbers. Flips it back out now around the horn. It's Maston for three. This one is short. Or actually long. Didn't draw iron there. Maybe struggling from the field just a little bit. She will turn it around, and when she does, she can bury you. So
she will.
Right to bring it up. No pressure. It's Thomas with it now. Cadence drives over to Jade Watson. Watson pulls up for three. There's a whistle, hit the back of the rim. There's a foul away from the ball. We're going to call this on Herring, I think. Just been a little hook down there.
Blackman's trying to be a little physical down there in the paint and really off on the ball, and they're really in help side off the ball.
Watson on the inbounds three, rattles off the rim. Crawford with the rebound, but threw it right into the hands of Garner. Garner down the floor, fakes right, goes left, puts it up with the left hand, and it's blocked. Back down there quickly, of course, was Thomas to knock the ball out of bounds. And looks like we're going to get a sub in, and that's going to be Mariah Okori. Okori gives them a little more size inside with her 6'1" frame.
And a little experience. She got a lot of time last year.
They lob it in, and backing in Hall. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Hall doesn't look like your typical freshman, Brian. I know I said that last time we had him on the air, but she's going to be a good player the next 4 years.
Crawford picking up that foul, and the free throw is good by Layla Hall. She has all three of their points right now. The scoreboard here says Crawford has 3 fouls, but that's not the case.
They've only committed 2 as a team, so I think that might be wrong.
Yep. Second free throw, no good. Rockvale down quickly. They whip it in the corner from the deep right. Shot up, no good. Bounces high off the rim after the Thomas miss. Garner down the floor. Finds Lyric Maston. Around the horn, now over to Herring as she cuts through. Gives it up to Hall, now back to Herring in the corner. Maston's open for three. Off the back of the rim, no good, and rebound. Watson with it. Controls it with a behind the back dribble. Long pass up to Crawford. Waits on traffic to pass and scores. And a strong start for the Lady Rockets here at Blackman, leading 8-3. Up the floor, Hall now. Takes it to the right block, turns, spins, tries to knife her way in there, puts it up, and they're going to call a walk. Basket, no good. Turnover, Blackman.
Could have gone either way right there, Brian. It was a good move, but maybe dragged that pivot foot, and ref was on it. And Rockvale's got a little momentum here, up 8-3.
Down is Watson in the corner. In the corner, deep right corner, it's a huge bucket by Aiden Wilkerson.
Just came in off the bench and fired it.
11-3, your new score. Here's a drive. They work it inside to Okori, and a whistle. There's going to be a foul on the Lady Rockets. And that's Nash who committed the foul.
Well, Rockvale's going to be aggressive, Brian. They're going to make the referees call it. And they'll adjust as it goes, but that's part of their game. Is they like to be aggressive. They've gone zone underneath inbounds. Little 2-3 zone.
Top of the key, three is Swisher. And that's Hall with the bucket. First bank three for her, 11-6. Shot up, no good in the lane. Watson gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. Nash has it to the foul line and stolen away. Maston down the floor. Maston goes in, drives, puts it up, no good, but there is a foul. I will tell those who are watching on Big G TV tonight that I'm trying to keep the score, do play-by-play, and keep my score sheet. So bear with me if it's not the exact score every single time. I can only do 4 things at once. That's my limit.
4, that's your list. You can't go past 4, Brian.
No. Free throw is up and no good for Lyric Maston.
That was a second foul on Nia Nash. It's a big point in this first quarter. She's having to come out of the game. Deja Raymond coming in for the Lady Rockets.
Another free throw upcoming here. And this one bounces and will not fall. 11-6, 2:06 to play. And
illegal
on the
screen.
drive, yep, coming out to try to screen off Garner, and Garner a little shaken up there, and she may be bleeding. I think she's got a bloody nose.
She does.
So that may be, if she's got any on her jersey, they'll have to tape it up, do something, and they're going to have to. Surprised they didn't check the floor here to make sure.
No, they really didn't, Brian. Hopefully they didn't get on the floor. Rockvale's back in this 2-3 zone. Look for them to trap if it goes to a wing. They like to do that a lot.
They work it to the foul line, down low, backdoor, reverse lay-in is good by Trinity Chisholm. Now that was nice ball work inside.
Great ball movement, hitting that high post.
Here's a three that's on the way for the Lady Rockets. It's no good. Blackman with the rebound. Down the floor. They flip it out. Hall, now the ball is on the floor, and they're going to call a foul.
It's on Rockvale to be 2 shots for Blackman.
And now on the floor, slow to get up, is Blackman's Amira Herring. It's been a pretty physical first quarter, I'd say.
It is, Brian. Both teams like to play physical and aggressive, and, there's going to be some bumps and bruises along the way tonight. It's just a highly contested early. 2 of your better teams in the district this year.
So the rest of the way, it'll be the bonus for the Lady Blaze. Free throw is up and bounces and falls through for Herring. She'll have another. This to draw within 1. She takes a big deep breath and 3 quick dribbles. Spin in the left hand, this one in the air, and good. 11-10. Herring's first points tonight. 1:22 to play in the first. Garner going to come in, has that nose all doctored up. Up top to Wilkerson, looking inside. Now penetrates, glides through there, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. That could have gone either way, but Chisholm gave up her space.
Yeah, good hard drive right there by Aiden, going left, and could have gone either way, and that one went Aiden's way.
Free throw, bangs that one home. I think the charge can be one of the toughest things to call because they can be so bang-bang. That
Absolutely.
one not so much, because when I said Chisholm kind of gave up her ground, she did take a step back. Banks this one in.
And Brian, in men's college basketball, that's why they went to that semicircle arc to try to help the referees know, were you in legal guarding position or not? It'd be harder at the high school level, but that is the hardest call to make.
3 on the way from Maston. This one barely ripples the net. Her first points tonight, her first bank 3. And a big one there to tie us up at 13 apiece, under a minute to go in the first.
Yeah, Brian, they went.
Wilkerson, her 3 for an answer, no good, and off of the shoe top of right and out of bounds. Blackman will have a chance to take the lead here.
That last possession, Brian, Rockvale went to a little 1-3-1 and left Lyric wide open for that 3-pointer, and she knocked it down.
Cadence Thomas checks in. And Maston trotting it down the floor.
2-3 zone look this time for the Lady Rockets.
Maston standing on the logo here. Passed off, got it back. Back over to Herring. Dumps it over to Sam Garner, and she bangs home a little 2-pointer from the baseline and to give Blackman their first lead of the game. Jade Watson with the basketball with 9 seconds, with 8, with 7, with 6. Dribbles down to 5 seconds with 3, pulls up for the long 3-point bucket. It's no good. Rebound Maston. That's the end of the first quarter with Blackman on top. 15-13, you're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
The Blue Raiders fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. located at 910 Ridgely Road, behind Chewy's, just off Broad Street.
Time to get out in the cold in style with officially licensed Middle Tennessee stocking caps, coats, jackets, sweats, scarves, and more. If it's blue and white with the Middle Tennessee logo, you can bet the best selection in town is at Raider Tees.
Raider Tees by Ideas Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's.
Hey there, it's Brian. I wanted to share one of the reasons why I love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They really show up for their customers. I see it firsthand, and I know you'll see and feel the difference. I know I can count on real, personalized service. When I've got a question, I don't get passed off to a machine. I get a real person who's ready to help. They always show up for me, and I know they will for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Ron Reeves. Just talking to Ron earlier. Ron's one of the great guys here in Rutherford County, and he can certainly help you out with your State Farm insurance. Despite his office being in Brentwood, he'd love to talk with you. Maybe you can meet at the McDonald's here on Medical Center. You never know. Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. We do have a Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, and after the first quarter of play, it's Oakland leading Riverdale 22-10. That's another one of the big games that are going on here tonight.
Battle of the Borough.
It's always a battle. I don't care just having those two teams together. This one's been a battle, and a strong start for Rockvale. Then Blackman came roaring back. They take a 15-13 lead as we start the second quarter. Ball in the hands of Herring. Now back up top to Chisholm, right side, Garner. Maston has it now, top of the key, drives in, left side, puts it up, shot no good. Rebound kicked out. Pulled in by Isabella Wright. No look pass. Watson finding a cutter, and that was Thomas too hard. And then on the rebound, a whistle foul going to be called on Thomas, and I think that was maybe in a little frustration for missing the shot.
That's another foul on Rockvale, and they've had a little foul trouble early in this game. Got to watch that as the game goes on.
Second player with two fouls. They are playing maybe not as aggressively full court now. Are putting pressure on the inbounds. Left side, Hall has it. Gets in the lane, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball.
Another one on Thomas.
Uh-oh. That's three. She's going to have to come out maybe for the rest of the quarter. Wilkerson comes back in.
At least, Brian, they let her check in the game.
That is true. We saw in another game from here, different crew, but that didn't happen. Garner fakes the shot. High bounce pass to Hall. Gets in the lane, puts up a little four-footer, no good. Rebound, Chisholm, and a foul. Chisholm would not give up the basketball, went tumbling backwards. And the foul on Wilkerson. And just think, had she not come in for Thomas, that could have been Thomas's fourth.
It could have been.
Lyric Maston to throw it in.
Rockvale in a 2-3 zone out of the underneath inbounds.
Here's a three on the way from Maston, no good. Rebound, Crawford had it. It's bounced around, and now Blackman is going to throw it away. Well, Coach Grandstaff has no fear. She did not move, and I thought I would have run to the other end of the bench.
She'd have taken the charge if she had needed to.
She is tough as nails. 15-13. We played just over a minute. No scoring here in the second quarter so far. And looks like Coach Ferry Lyons wants a 30-second timeout. So, Bill, why don't you help us out with a word from Parks Auction there?
All right. The Parks Auction brand has helped families, investors, and businesses here in Rutherford County and across the state with their on-site and online auction needs. Call Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught today for a no-obligation consultation. Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg, Parks Auction, they'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
Seeing some East Tennessee scores in, and another 4A team you're going to hear a lot about, the Sevier County Barretts.
Very good team. Very good.
They're undefeated. Won tonight, pretty big. I remember Sevier County Corbett Smith playing for Oakland and in the championship game. Anyway, pass stolen away by Blackman and then thrown right back into the hands of Watson for Rockvale. So exchanging turnovers. Watson in the lane gets it down to Crawford. Crawford having a hard time controlling it. Puts up the hook shot in the lane, no good. Trying to draw the foul. Rebound, Herring. And now Blackman putting on a lot of pressure. In the lane, down is Lyric, and Maston easily scores there with a little 2-footer.
I think Rockvale's a little danger zone right here, Brian. They're wanting to play fast, but Blackman wants to play faster than they do, and I think sometimes they need to just settle down and take the next best shot.
Watson bounces it to Crawford at the wing, right side. Back over to Watson. Jade finds Wilkerson, near side. Bounce pass to Crawford at the foul line. Crawford turns, spins, gets rid of it. To Watson. Watson penetrates, goes in there, puts up the shot, and there's going to be a blocking foul on Jackson. I'm sorry, that is not right. That's Chisholm.
Good little two-man action right there, Brian, with Jade and Crawford. Just setting a little ball screen, and Jade got a little bit of a lane right there, and she beat her defender to the spot and got 2 free throws out of it.
First toss is in the air, no good. We saw them play against Siegel the other night on Tuesday. There were some struggles at the free throw line. Second toss, no good. Missed a pair. Maston with the rebound. Long pass up, finds Garner. Garner's going to have a lane, goes up, has the ball stripped away by Isabella Wright.
Isabella Wright's just a glue player, Brian. She is a big part of this Rockvale team and the heart and soul of their team.
Maston will throw it in. Still looking a little gimpish on that ankle or leg somewhere. Pass over left side. Here's a three that's on the way from Herring. Switch. Mara Herring with the first bank three.
Great screen right there. Elevator screen coming through, and she just drilled it right there, Brian.
20-13, 5:21 to play. And Wilkerson tries to penetrate, turns, spins after controlling the ball and try to bounce pass inside and goes out of bounds.
Just trying to do a little too much right there. Good thought, but defense was ready for it.
Watson gets a breather as Nash comes in for the Lady Rockets.
Rockville a little 1-2-2 3/4 court zone press.
Blackman handles it into the deep right corner with the ball. They whip it around the horn, deep left corner. Here's a three, banked in by Layla Hall. Her second first bank three of the night.
Hall's just an impressive athlete, Brian. Just very impressive.
Blackman is up by 10 now. They trailed by 3 possessions, I think, early in the first.
And I think they got back into this lead, Brian. It was on their defense. The defensive effort has been established and getting Rockville to 4 shots up a little bit.
They get it down to Crawford, looking for the first bucket of the quarter and get it.
Big bucket right there for Crawford. Great touch.
Stops the bleeding there a little bit. 23-15, up the floor to Garner. Bounces it in the lane. What a pass. And the shot no good by Chisholm. Isabella Wright. Long pass up. Finds Daja Raymond. Back to Wright. Now Nash between the circles. Takes it right side, turns, spins, gets free, puts up the shot.
Charge.
Charge is the call. Foul number 2 on her, and taking the brunt of that is Trinity Chisholm. And Okori going in for Chisholm there.
Well, Brian, Black players with Coach Grant's staff and that staff over there, they're not afraid to give up their body on that kind of stuff, and they pride themselves on taking those charges.
Nash comes out. She just picked up her 3rd foul.
So Rockville looks like they're in a split 2-3 zone right here. They're trying to bait it into the middle.
They get it in there, and the shot up, no good. But the rebound after the Hall miss. Here's Garner for 3. She's pretty deadly, and she nails that one. Sam Garner with her first bank 3 tonight. 26-15 Blackman. Watson at the foul line, right side. In the corner, Wilkerson's three on the way. Too long. Rebound, Maston down the right sideline. Takes it to the right block and going to have the ball snatched away from her, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. And that's on Isabella Wright.
Is that the 5th team foul?
It is.
In the bonus again, early in the quarter.
With 3:09 to play in the half. Stepping to the line is Lyric Maston. Their first shot, too hard. Coach Brad Martin screaming on the sideline, some encouragement.
Brian, it was good to see. I saw his son, McLean, at the he's now a student assistant for the Tennessee men's basketball team. I saw him Saturday in Nashville. I know Brad was there, and he's real proud of him.
Well, we know where he got the athleticism. Okay. Free throw's good.
He was a great athlete. Great athlete. Great family, too.
Rockvale with Crawford having to pop out to run down the loose ball. Watson takes it in there. Shot is, well, she made the shot or attempted the shot, but a foul before. And this one on Herring. That's 2 on her.
I think this is a danger zone right here for Rockvale. They need to weather this storm, get to half. They got a couple of their players in foul trouble on the bench that like to score. This is where Jade and Aiden and Kyla Crawford need to step up and get them into half and get back in this game in single figures.
They trigger it in to Wilkerson. Turns, spins from the right block, forces one up there and gets it to fall. Tough shot there for the senior.
Aiden's been through the war, so she's one that can do this and bring them back.
2:30 to play. Maston across the timeline. Over to Garner.
Split 2-3 again for Rockvale.
Back to Maston. They work it down low. Okori puts the ball on the floor, gets it tied up, and it's going to belong to Rockvale. That's one thing, Bill, that you see from post players, and I just remember when John was at Walter Hill and I was his manager, if you put the ball on the floor, he was going to snatch you out.
Yeah,
you go up, right?
That is you must get that ball up on the rim. There's a reason why you're playing down there. Get it up on the rim. You put it on the ground, the little mice can come in there and get it.
Raymond and Watson threw it away, but Garner's pass is going to be tipped, knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Rockvale, which is right because of the ball being deflected in the air. And Blackman will trigger it in front of the Rockvale bench. And that would be Herring to do that. Garner, bounce pass, gets it down low to Hall. Drives, kicks it out now for a 3 attempt, and it is off the rim. No good. Rockvale with the rebound after the miss by Herring. 27-17. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Watson has it right side. Burns it down low. Gets it to Wilkerson. Double team. Whistle foul on the shot attempt there. And a couple of shots for Wilkerson.
Wilkerson's been aggressive these last couple possessions, hunting her shot.
Maston picks up her first foul. Wilkerson's toss is in the air. No good. They are kind of struggling from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Brian, they are 2 of 6 so far for the night.
Try to make it 50-50. No, misses that one too. Lyric Maston quickly down. Has it tied up momentarily. Now works her way out of it. Coming up to help is Herring. Now in the lane, Maston, her shot too long. Little 4-footer that was too hard. 1:17 to play. Wilkerson right side at the wing. Penetrates, kicks it out to right. Now to Watson. Watson's just going to fire it from way downtown. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Chisholm controls it. And here's Maston up the floor with a noticeable limp. His ankle's still bothering her.
She's gutting it out tonight, Brian. You can tell.
Bounces it right side. Now they work it to Hall at the foul line. Back out to Maston, 44 seconds. Over right side, Herring. Herring gets it back, now burns it across court to Garner. Pressure over there on the wing. Now back to Maston with 34 seconds. Here's a three from Herring, right side, no good. Rebound deep, and Wilkerson controls it. Up to Watson. Loses the ball momentarily, gets it back, and hands it off to Wilkerson. Now to Watson with 20 seconds. Sounds like high-low. I could hear Perry from here. Whatever that is. Girls seem to know. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Watson probably not going to give it up with 6, with 5. Fakes right, goes left, does it again. Kicks it out to Wilkerson in the corner. With no time left, the ball was actually turned over there. And your halftime score, 27-17. The Blackman Lady Blaze increased their lead to 10 here in the second quarter. Everybody headed to the locker room, and we head to a timeout. When we come back, we'll have all of your stats. That's next here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
to meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy,
specifically for you.
compounds for weight loss,
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding,
the liquid, suppository.
all to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at